Hey guys, got a haircut, here it is. Okay, now I'm gonna put on a hat because this is weird, and if it's in the back, yeah, look at it in the back, it's really weird because I did it myself, and I gotta get someone to fix it. So now the hat's on my head, and now we're getting on with the video. This week we're talking about demons on here. I'm taking a perspective. Woo, demons! Specifically, the 72 demons in the Lesser Keys of Solomon. I actually had no flippin' idea that this thing even existed until whenever we got this topic. So, I watched a few documentaries on it, and I read, I would say, probably most of the entries that Kara said that she read, or skimmed through. I pretty much, read every single one of the descriptions of the demons. And some of them I really, really enjoyed and was like, ooh, that's creepy and exciting and lovely. And then there were other ones that I was like, that's a bit too much. But that's just my personal opinion on it, that I wouldn't personally work with certain demons in the 72 demons for the Lesser Keys of Solomon. But some of them, actually, a good amount of them seemed pretty interesting, and as far as I understand, it seems almost like a way of working magic, a different way of working magic, by asking these demons to help you work your magic. Yeah, that seemed what it was like mostly to me. On the topic of just demons in general, do I believe that demons exist? Like Kara, I don't really necessarily believe that they exist in the way that most people would consider them to be. I guess the best way that I kind of imagine a demon is also kind of similar to what she said and what some of the other people on this channel have said. Whenever it comes to it being a vast collection of negative energy kind of personifying itself whenever it gets translated through our senses, is how I feel demons. I kind of feel like that's how all spiritual entities are, is just things that are getting translated through our senses. And a lot of these humanoid energies that we feel, I feel like we are creating this image for them, or perhaps they take on this image because it is something that makes sense to our brains, because we deal with humanoid creatures on a fairly decent basis, fairly regular basis, and so that's kind of what we're used to. And this is pretty evident whenever you go around and you look at different cultures' gods and goddesses. Some are extremely animalistic, which is rather unique and cool, but a lot of them look like the people that are living there, the people that are worshiping them. They look like the people that are worshiping them. So people's deities and spirits and things that they work with are kind of going to fit their own individual style, I feel. And I feel that we're all doing the same thing different ways, so whatever. And I've also been somebody who has been very adamant about noticing to completely ignore names, labels, and titles, such as demon, angel, whatever, good, bad, good, evil, whatever. I completely ignore those things, and instead what I do is I find out what this entity or individual or image or whatever is about. Like, what's their personality, what do they stand for, what do they do, what do they enjoy doing, what do they like, what do they dislike, what are their morals, things like that. And then I decide, do I want to work with this, do I agree with this, and different things along that nature. I don't judge something just because it's called a demon. I don't judge something just because it's called an angel. I have seen good and bad on both sides in my practice. And I feel like I had a huge point that I was going to make with this, but brain fart. Anyway, I don't necessarily think this is something that should be frowned upon people doing. It seems just like any other left-handed dark-oriented path, even though there was tons of demons in this thing that were very positive, in my opinion. So I don't think everything that is dark is necessarily useless or damaging or corruption or things like that all the time. It can be dark and still be uplifting, knowledgeable, learning, and things like that. So I might actually dive more deeply into this and possibly even utilize some of the techniques and things that it talks about, or some of the images of the demons that it talks about. I'm not sure. I wouldn't want to mess with something unless I knew all about it, pretty much. So I'm going to read more on this, and I might even make a video about this later on, or just a video on my personal channel about demons later on, and how I view demons as a Wiccan-y, psychic-y, medium, witch thing. Vampy, SpongeBob, SquarePants. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Demons are kind of cool. Just be careful, like the other members of the channel have said. Be careful, know what you're working with, and know that spirits can lie just like humans can lie. So, blessed be, guys. Thanks for watching.